Today, we're heading to Thailand to decode a mystery, a thousand-year-old sanctuary built of stone that holds the secrets to a lost chapter of history.
So let's start with the big question, right? What are these ancient stones trying to tell us? What beliefs, what conflicts, and what incredible transformations did they witness over hundreds and hundreds of years?
We're about to dive deep into the history of a place called Prasat Ku Ka Sing. And let me tell you, this is not just some old building. Think of it more like a storybook written in brick and stone, 1,000 years old.
All right, so here's our game plan for cracking this ancient code. First, we'll pinpoint its location, then we'll decode its name, analyze its architecture, check out the treasures they found inside, witness a dramatic change in faith, and finally, really understand its lasting legacy.
Okay, first things first. Let's get our bearings. Where in the world is this temple, and what's its official status today?
You know what's really fascinating is how this ancient site fits into our world today. It's actually located inside a modern temple complex in Roi Et. And get this, it was officially recognized as a National Historic Site way back in 1935. That means for nearly 100 years, people have known this place was something special, something worth protecting.
All right, our first real clue. It's hidden in plain sight. It's the name itself. You see, ancient names are almost never random. They're packed with meaning, and Ku Ka Sing is a perfect example.
So if you break it down, the name is like a little three-piece puzzle in Thai. You've got Ku, Ka, and Sing. Each one unlocks a totally different part of the temple's story, from what it looks like to the legends that surround it.
And this is where it gets so cool. Ku is just the local word for this kind of ancient stupa-shaped ruin. Easy enough. Ka, which means crow, comes from a local legend about a huge flock of crows that used to hang out at a pond nearby. But Sing, or lion, well, that refers to two actual lion statues that used to guard the entrance until they were stolen back in the 1960s. So right there, in just the name, you have architecture, folklore, and even a modern crime story.
Okay, we've cracked the name. Now let's put on our architectural detective hats. Because the way an ancient temple is laid out is never an accident. It's literally a blueprint of the universe as its builders saw it.
Just look at this layout. Everything has a purpose. You've got three main towers, the prongs, sitting on one big base, and they're all facing east toward the rising sun. The whole thing is wrapped in a gallery wall, with libraries tucked into the corners and four big gateways. It wasn't just a building. It was designed to be a sacred mountain on earth, a home for the gods.
But wait. Right in front of the main tower, there's the smoking gun, a statue of Nandi the bull. Now, if you know your Hindu mythology, you know Nandi is the sacred ride of the god Shiva. This one statue is a massive clue, telling us this temple was almost certainly built to honor him.
Okay, so a statue is pretty strong evidence, but you know archaeologists, they always want more proof. And boy, did they get it. In 1990, a huge excavation at the site unearthed an absolute treasure trove of artifacts that blew the case wide open.
I mean, just look at what they pulled out of the ground. A statue of Ganesha, who is Shiva's son. A Shiva Linga, that's the abstract symbol of Shiva himself. And then these incredible gold pieces, one shaped like a lotus and another like a mythical Naga serpent. These aren't just pretty trinkets. They are the final, definitive proof. This place was all about Shaivism, a major branch of Hinduism.
So this timeline really ties it all together. The building style tells us it was built around the 11th century. Then, other artifacts show it was still in use for another couple hundred years, well into the 13th century. Then, it just falls into ruin. It's not until the 20th century that it's rediscovered and protected, and then, boom, that 1990 excavation finally reveals its deepest secrets.
But, hold on. The story isn't over. In fact, it's got a major plot twist. The evidence shows that somewhere along the line, the entire community that built this place went through a massive, profound change. And right here, you can see this incredible pivot. Around the 13th century, the main religion in the area shifts from Hinduism to Mahayana Buddhism. And the most amazing proof of this? They literally took stone blocks from Ku Ka Sing and used them to build a new Buddhist temple and health center nearby. The old center of faith was literally recycled to build the new one. Talk about a paradigm shift.
So after piecing together all the clues, from its name, its blueprint, the treasures buried inside, what's the final verdict on Prasat Ku Ka Sing? What's the story it's ultimately telling us?
It's so much more than just a pile of ruins, isn't it? It's a physical record of a community's entire journey. It perfectly captures this moment in time when they worshipped Hindu gods with such incredible artistry, but it also captures the moment their beliefs changed, reminding us that culture is never frozen. It's alive. It's always evolving.
And that really leaves us with something to think about. Ku Ka Sing told us its incredible story of change. It just makes you wonder, right? How many other ancient sites out there are just waiting, holding their own stories, until we finally learn how to read them?